Hi everybody, it's Amanda here with Pain to Purpose Coaching, and I posted a video a little bit ago, the worst things that women do in dating and relationships, and I'm just redoing it. I've been trying different things in my business and just video, they don't pull you aside and say, here's exactly how to do the videos. They don't do that. So I've had some trouble with it a little bit, trying to figure out what works best for me. Some people suggested cue cards. Some people suggested notes. Some people suggested just point and shoot. Some people said use a teleprompter. I've tried everything. And the video that I did was just literally like talking. I don't know. I barely blinked and I felt like I was like very just not myself. So I'm getting back to the basics here and I'm just going to be normal. It's easier for me just to talk to you all like you're here with me. So the worst things, and I'm sorry it's been a little while, and that I'm finally getting this out to you, but I'm happy to bring it to you today. So, without further ado, the worst things that women do in dating and relationships. So before I dive right into that part of it, I'm going to just give a little bit of a background on something. I feel it's important to give a little context to the differences in men and women, and give a little bit of background on energy and things like that first. So men and women, we're socialized different when we're growing up. We're taught that women are supposed to be polite. They are supposed to go in directly for what it is that they want instead of just going right to it like the men. Men are taught to go for directly what they want. Women are taught to attract or to use other skills to get what they want, right? Or to, sometimes compete as well, especially now, compete. But we're taught to go about doing things a little bit differently. And I want to say this. I want to say a lot of the time manipulation is used as a bad word, but it's not a bad concept or a bad thing to do as long as it gets you what you want. And as long as it's not hurting anybody. So if you're manipulating and it gets you what you want and you're not hurting anybody, then that is okay. That is acceptable. And you can, I think Dr. Phil actually said that years ago, and I was like, he's right. So Dr. Philism. But anyway, it's true. If you're not hurting anybody and everybody's happy and everybody's getting what they need and they want, then that's the way to go about it, right? But here's the thing. It ain't like that right now. So we've got to change it, and I'll get to that in just a minute. But men are taught to go directly for what they want. Women are taught to kind of attract or use their feminine wiles or their skills to get their needs met or what they want, and men are taught to just go for it, take it, it's there, it's yours, if you want it, go get it, all that. And I think those two things really, really have a lot to do with how people are dating and how they show up in the world and how they are in relationships. Men and women both have despite whatever gender identification you have, each human being has divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Now, when those energies are out of balance, the polarity comes out, and the polarity is dominant masculine, right? It's dominant masculine. Dominant feminine is basically the same thing as dominant masculine. It just ain't working. And so that's what we've had for many, many years in our society. It's like insane for thousands of years that think dominant masculine energy has took over the world. And that's just a fact. It's anybody wants to argue. If you want to argue, look at the Middle East. Everything's brown. There's no plants. It's completely void of divine feminine energy. There's no fertility there. It's just completely drab. The buildings don't even have colors. Like they don't even have, it's like, ain't y'all got some pink and orange paint or something? No, it's completely like want to squash and suppress feminine energy. They don't want it. So that's why everything looks like it does over there, and why people act the way they do sometimes over there. And so that is what has kind of taken over the world. If you take a look around, this place is basically like a glorified bachelor pad. I mean, honestly, it really is. And everybody, we're kind of tired of it, honestly. And we can change this, and we can do something about it, ladies. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that things got set into motion this way. But when you play into it yourself and you are taking on what is out of balance as well and catering to that and feeding into it, then we're just going to get more of the same crap. So I'm challenging you today to take a listen to this video, hear what I'm saying, and act on it. Okay? So the worst thing that women do in relationships and dating is they use their feminine wiles. They use their energy. They use all of their goods, their essence, their beauty, their smarts, their biggest, warmest embrace. You know, they use all of the wonderful things about themselves and they dangle it like a carrot. They dangle it like a carrot on social media and to try to attract and compete for male attention. And that is just really feeding into what is wrong. It's not helping anything. It might get you a little bit of attention, right? It might get you some new guys or somebody you've been eyeballing for a while to slide up into your DMs, but it's only going to last about this long. And that's not what you deep down really want. Now, there's a flip side to that, but I'll get to that in a second. So the thing is that that's not really what you want. What you want is containment. This is what divine feminine energy desires. If a woman is balanced in her energy, then the partner that she wants, whether it be male or female, what she wants from her partner is containment. And what containment is when you are chosen, when you have loyalty, when you are cherished, when you are appreciated, you are respected, you are loved, and you're the only one. And it says, bring all your love here home to me and I'll take care of it. That's containment. And that is what men can offer women. And that's all we want. That's all the divine feminine needs. Because feminine energy is about relaxing and allowing and creating. I mean, and when it's nurtured, it is the perfect polarity to divine masculine energy. And I know some of the feminists out there might be like, well, no. Well, let me tell you something. I know about feminism. I classify myself as one. But here's the thing. I've got common sense. I'm not going to go like there's women who are like, I don't need nobody. I don't need anybody. I hold down my own money. I've got this. I've got that. I just need a boy toy to come service me. You're feeding into you're the hunter then. That's more of a lure, you know. Instead of becoming like the man and the bear, you know, we had this big thing on social media a while back about, you know, women were asked if the man or the bear and the consequences and all that, and everybody chose like the bear, right? Well, it's because of it's fear. It's fear that's caused you to choose the bear, right? That's how off balance things are. That's how off balanced. And here's the thing. If we can reel in the balance a little bit, then we don't have to choose the bear. We don't even have to choose the man, but we have balance. And we're happy being divine feminine then. So it's about us having our energy balanced. It's about us being the balance that we want. And that will change everything because we know what we've got is valuable. We know the womb and everything around the womb is wanted. We know that. People fight. There's been wars fought over it. You know, we know what we have is valuable. There's no denying that. People kill over it, okay? They buy, sell, manipulate, all kinds of other things over it. But if we're taking that and we are, you know, dangling it in front of somebody, hoping that it's going to get us containment and attention, you're wrong. You're trying to ride both sides of the fence, and it's not gonna work like that. It's not. You can't put out sexy, or you can't put out, I don't need you, I just need you to come give me my D, you know, and I'm good. You don't need all that. That is masculine energy. That is feeding into the dominant male energy, is what that is. That's masculine. You turning on their prey drive. That's off balance feminine. It's not working. So that's the worst thing that people are doing nowadays. And we've got to stop doing that if we want to create balance and if we want containment. If we want men to step up and embrace their balanced divine masculine energy, then we have to do it first. And I know it's not our faults. We shouldn't have to, but we are the more powerful species. We just are. We just are. And I hate to say that because I know people are going to argue, but that's fine. I'm an energy coach. I'm just saying when they're both balanced, they fit together perfectly. But right now, there's more women wanting peace and balance, and there's more men wanting peace and balance than there is for everybody to fight and be without what their needs met, you know. When men balance their divine masculine, it's a beautiful complement to feminine energy, and everybody just it can happen. There are some people who have it, but it comes down to, you know, forgetting about this fucking bachelor pad, this glorified bachelor pad we live in, and really dealing with self. It's about balancing your energy. It's about being loving, healing your stuff, and instead of looking to somebody else to fill you up with theirs, you know. And the competition stuff is a mess. It's got to stop. It's terrible. You know, since when people come out, they're taught to compete. Take it. Manipulate to get it. And I'm just saying, it's not working, ladies. We got to stop feeding into the problem. We got to stop it. It's just not working for anybody. It's not getting us what we want. And I'll tell you, it's so off balance now today in society that there are lots of reasons that people are switching genders, gender bending. There's lots of reasons why that people are becoming infertile. But the biggest reason is energy. People are afraid to procreate. They are afraid to be themselves. Any gender, you know, they're afraid nowadays. And it makes perfect sense that they would start reverting to other methods because it's not safe. It's not safe to be who you are. It's not safe. So that's why everybody is freaking out and like doing something else. We have to get back to the basics. This is simple stuff and it's right. You're not going to feel bad from balancing your energy. Every cell in your body it wants it, you know, it's begging for it. Please balance me out. Your pH levels in your body, everything. So if we can learn to do this, and what I do as a metaphysical coach is I do help you balance your pH in your body with what you put in it. I help you balance out your habits. I help you balance out your chakras, energy centers, whatever you want to call those. I help realign your soul, if you want to add that on. I mean, I help people with their stuff. We heal trauma. We heal past wounds. We get you balanced. We get you aligned. We get you loving yourself first. And then you attract a divine masculine. Wouldn't that be something? It's a whole hell of a lot less work. I'll tell you that. It's a whole hell of a lot less work. Because if we keep going out there and showing up like we are, you know, these sex goddesses that don't need anybody, we just need something to jump on, you know, that's going to attract weak-ass little boys who want mama issues. Oh, she's got money. She don't need nothing from me. I can just sit on the couch and keep playing video games while she's up doing all the cooking and the cleaning and everything. No, man. You don't need another kid. You don't need that. So DM me and let's get to work. This is something that needs to be fixed and remedied and worked on. And I mean, there is no perfection, but there's pretty damn good, and we can do that. So I hope you'll check out video number 4 coming at you. And if you know anybody, if this resonated with you and you know anybody that likes or needs similar information, please like and share, and I will see you soon. Bye.